Welcome to this week's edition of The Passion of the Digital Artist. And here he is, that passionate digital artist, Jeff Mueller.
Thank you, Xavier. Thank you. How are you?
Hey, I'm great, Jeff. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Welcome to Passion of the Digital Artist. What do artists do all day?
Number 150.
Yes, 150 with narrator Xavier and myself, Jeff Mueller, Computer Art Man. Welcome back to another edition. This is we are on a roll. I think this is 4 weeks for video blogs.
Yeah, we had quite the irregular schedule there for a while.
Yeah, we try and do at least every 2 weeks, and then I think we had a month when we were just had it and we were all gone and we were all running around. But that's kind of like it was a vacation.
Right.
So 150. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Not bad.
We've been doing it. We stick at it. So. We just hope that the snowball just keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's kind of what the whole idea. So I think that's kind of what's happening a little bit. We've had some good numbers for this video blog, our art video blog. We've been getting a couple. We didn't really get a good video blog weekly. We were getting. Some of them were, 100, 150 views, and this year we've been getting up into the 200s. In one case, in 1 year, which will be a record for, I think right now it's at 8 months, we're going to go over 1,000 views. So that's pretty exciting. So
that is exciting.
But that brings us to what we're going to talk about today.
What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about the importance of an email campaign to your art career and how you want to do it and what I've learned. Now, this is based off of experience right now because that's what I've just started. I did a 5 weeks of a blast of email sent out. I use MailChimp. It turned out to be there's constant contact in MailChimp. I went with MailChimp based off of I'm not at the point where I want to start paying. I've got a lot. Artists have so many options of what they can do. You've got submission fees. You've got website. All the hosting, everything. The hosting, you've got buying domains. It seems like, and then you also can attach yourself to some sites that you might pay monthly, yearly. Just overall, you're kind of trying not to bleed money, but you definitely have to spend some money for your art career. Not just your materials and your printing costs. I mean, it kind of adds up. So sometimes you're looking at things and you'll let it go because you just don't need another $9.99 charge a month. So at this point, I went with MailChimp because for the amount of people that are on my mailing list, which right now is I believe 170 people that are actively involved, then that we've filtered. It's been filtered out to be 170 that are getting the emails, and I did that blast, and it performed pretty well as far as clicks and people who open the email, and that's just kind of how you can get yourself in front of potential clients, friends, family, and other artists, so that they can see what you're doing and what you're going on with. So the importance of that email is just being able to, through email, get in front of and a reminder of what you're doing and keep people updated. So there's a bunch of things you got to work on. One, you have to work on getting your contact list. Now, my initial contact list was based off of a lot of cards that I had accumulated. I also went and did a Twitter campaign where I asked people specifically for their email if they wanted to be on my email list. And now my new website, which also I was glad I went with MailChimp because it connects directly to MailChimp so that all the people who fill out my contact form get put into the database and then into my email
Oh,
list. That
super.
makes
So
it's
there's no
automatic.
repetitive entry and chances for error.
Right. It just keeps coming over as it happens. So with that said, everybody make sure you fill out, if you're not on the email list yet and you want to be, make sure you fill out the contact form. In November right now we're running a special. If you fill out that contact form, you instantly get put in for the drawing at the end of November, so that'll be coming up. The drawing will be next week. I'll announce the winner, and then I'll for the Crossroads print, metal print, and I'm going to sign it. So if you enter on the contacts page of jeffmuellerfinearts.com, you will be entered in for that drawing. And then I also have something going on with Jeff Mueller Fine Arts as an introductory for the new website, is that the first person who purchases anything off of it also gets a metal print, signed metal prints of Crossroad.
Nice.
Those two promotions are going on, so just know that it's right now they're still up in the air who's going to get it. So just either if you're going to purchase something, know that you're going to get a little added bonus thrown in.
Nice.
The first person who does that, and then the drawing at the end of the month. Look for that on our next blog. I'll be announcing who won that, and then work out the details.
Pretty nice, and it doesn't cost anybody anything. They just have to fill out the form, right?
Right, exactly. Fill out that contact form. So that's where we're at with that. But the email marketing is so important, and staying in front of people, and then also developing. Seems like you're able to find out who's truly interested in you, because there's a lot of people sometimes that you just don't know. You're talking to them, you talk to them back and forth, but through the email, it seems like the contacts just they respond. The people who are really interested, potential buyers, potential customers, they respond to the emails. So, and through MailChimp, you can see all this data. They show you each person who basically opened the emails, and they also show you who clicked to go to where you're sending them, whether it's to your website, to Twitter, to Facebook. All that information is right there at your fingertips, so you know how your campaigns go. And then they give you, the standard campaign that an artist might do, and they give you the average of what's supposed to happen, and you can compare yourself to what is supposed to happen, what happens to you in your list. So, developing that, I strongly recommend it. If you have not been doing it, what you should be doing is just starting to collect cards and people's emails and get that kind of all organized, so that when you get right around 100 of them, maybe 125, you can then go to MailChimp, enter those in, and start your own email campaign. But they've got templates, they've got, it's pretty much easy to upload your imagery. The templates are fairly simple also, and it just seems, and they just keep improving the site all the time, making automation easier and that type of thing. So the one tip I give everybody that I learned is that if you do an email campaign, you have a certain amount of emails that just don't get opened. What you can do is halfway through the week, like if you like, I send mine out on Saturday or Sunday around noon. I like to do it on the weekend. I seem to, for some reason, get a really good response to that. And then on Wednesday, the people who didn't open up the emails, I go through and send it again to them. Just not to the people who opened, but the ones that didn't. And it seems like that works out pretty good. It's just most of the time, if someone's not opening it, you know how you are with email. Sometimes you look through it and you see something that's maybe on the and you just skip over it and you get another 3,000 emails and it's gone. Or you could be, on vacation that weekend or whatnot. There's a bunch of reasons why people don't open the emails. And on your list, especially, it seems like the reason why you got to do a campaign with and you got to stay at it for like 4 to 5 weeks. Every campaign that you do, where you just keep, is that different people on different weeks they open the email. So one week you might have 7 out of the 170 you send out, 75 people open the email, and then the next week that you do it, you have let's say 65 people open the email, but of those 65 people, 25 of them were not the ones that opened it the week before, and then 25 of them, or had opened it the week before, but they didn't open it. So if after the 5 weeks that you send out, this blast, you end up with pretty much everybody on your list having opened up at least one of the campaigns, and that's your goal, to just reach the people on your list. So that's a very important thing. I think it's something that everybody should work for as a goal. So was this week's tip.
And a good one it was.
Yes. Got a couple shows coming up. I'm going to be entering a show in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Center for Digital Arts is having a show where pretty much anybody who enters and pays the $35 entrance fee, their digital art will be displayed. So that particular venue in Los Angeles, which gets really good crowds and really is an up and coming developer of digital and supporter of the digital arts. That show is important to me. Now, I've been entering the juried show. I haven't gotten in any of those, but that I really believe that the more you try and get into the shows and the more you stay at it and keep submitting, that's how you go about getting to be what would you say, a regular at a particular gallery. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm working hard right now, and then I'll be submitting. It's got to have it in by November 30th, but I'll tell everybody about it. And if you're out in California, you might be able to stop in and check it out for me. So we'll see about that.
Good luck.
But that leaves us with this is Thanksgiving week, where I'm very thankful. This week it was a little bit subdued because of some of the things that's happened in the world. But us will be getting together and having dinner on Thursday with our families and watching football and eating. Being thankful that we're here and healthy and everybody around us.
Ditto that. I'm thankful for my family and all my good friends. I'm looking at one of them. And everybody have a great and safe holiday weekend.
Yes.
See you next week.